Hey there, I'm back with a new game. Let me check the audio on this real quick. Okay, that looks good. Maybe a little bit too loud? Let me know. Well, now you can't hear anything. This is a new game that I'm playing, Chicken Police. I don't actually know if this came out recently, but it was part of the Humble Bundle Choice bundle. And it took me literally 10 seconds to go, yeah, I'm playing that. So apparently this is like a film noir, but instead of people, it's chickens and cats and stuff. So it looked ridiculous. It reminded me of another game. Was it Hatoful Boyfriend or whatever, where it's like a dating sim but birds? I expect stuff like that. So let's get into it.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Alright, this is gonna be good.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Oh, he's close to retirement. That chicken dies.
Go wrong.
Oh, now he's definitely doomed. Oh dear.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things.
Antelope, yeah.
There in the first place.
The joke's so funny. Leave me alone.
Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Okay, so we're gonna have like some point and click stuff. Great. Alright. Speak, look, ask.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Crime Chicken, yeah.
You're mistaken.
Chicken Police.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't... I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Let me know if game audio needs to be adjusted at all. It seems okay to me, but I could be wrong. Here, can we do this? No. Thank you. It looks like I'm cutting the bottom off. Well, maybe that's just on mine. Hang on, I am going to try to adjust something really quick. This is going to sound really weird, but the voice actor sounds stupidly familiar. Well, go check IMDb and see if they're on there. I'm going to mess with the display real quick. Just because I'm, like, cutting off the bottom for myself. I try to use borderless gaming on this to try to make it work a little bit better. It's going to take me 1 minute to fix it. Actually, did that already do it? No. Sorry about stopping. I'm just now noticing that, like, some of the buttons are cut off. Okay. Well, not let me do it from here. I really hope it lets me continue, but we haven't done that much, so... Oh, good. There's a continue there. We'll go full screen, then I'll have to adjust OBS. That way you guys actually don't get black bars. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Crap. There we go. Yeah, I think he's replicating a pretty common voice, or like at least mannerisms for like film noir stuff. There we go. Which should be good. Let's get back to it. Anything else?
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
Hope we didn't skip something
It's
there.
a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Alright, questioning. Ah. Oh, ask and question are two different things, so I guess it's more like a police questioning thing. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. This fellow's rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. John Doe. And John Doe, of course, is a deer. Impression suspicious detective meter. Okay. He is suspicious. I'm suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Alright, this will be good. Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. New impressions, new questions. So many options. Alright. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the question is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Blah, 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 blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Who exactly are you? I don't want to answer that question.
Who are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
I'm thinking you're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? Maybe spread the city you live in, Calvary Hills, Fireville, maybe. I think asking this
You're
one's
not
better.
very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
I love how it's just straight up animal heads on human bodies.
Breaking into
Very good.
apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Both these options kind of suck.
Tell
That's
me,
the second one.
what's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign? I don't see how that's relevant.
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer. The answer is the dancer.
The dancer. Ah, I see. Thank you. This could
It
be...
basically gives us like a
If you
birthday.
say so.
Ooh, we're down. Alright, we're gonna do the first one because no one had the second one.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Okay, good. We recovered a little bit. Obviously the first
Why
question.
did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
Katzenko. I will give everybody exactly 3 guesses of what animal that is.
How so?
Oh yeah, it's a cat. Way to spoil it.
Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Probably the second one.
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough
No question about that.
and has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
You think you're cut out for this kind of work? Creating some sort of jam. Let's pretend you never found me here, okay? This is just too risky for me. I can't take the case. Are you in some sort of jam? Is probably the right one.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? Probably this thing is a little suspicious. She basically broke into my my office.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? It's probably the right question.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
Yeah, listen, tell me what you're so afraid of. Well, it has to be the right answer.
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Hey, the detective meter is out. You know if you're doing your job right.
exactly.
I can see a rat.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Hey! Not bad. I passed the tutorial. Good to know I can retry those.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
We're dialing that number as soon as we're out of here.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
It is actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I love that it takes itself 100% seriously, even though it's just animal heads on people bodies. Very good. 5, 5, 5. You think it's off-putting? I think it's an interesting style choice. It's kind of funny. Is that...
Corvo PD, how can I help you?
Nothing. Forget it.
I'm glad that number actually works. Yeah, and like I saw this game in Humble Bundle, and it literally took me all 10 seconds to go, yeah, I'll stream that. Oh, we got a gun.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Blending a fur to skin, yeah.
My
Last
last
cigarette.
You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
All right. What else we got on here?
I
Typewriter.
promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I don't even know what these papers are. Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Molly's a bird. Okay. So, like, it looks like maybe a parrot? Cockatiel? I can't tell.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Huh. That would have made reading those things easier.
Don't you want to look at it? The message I gave you.
Yeah, of course, Deborah. Give me a second.
Oh, did I miss the inventory? The inventory here, you store all the essential items throughout the case. Gun. Star Club. I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss... Can't read that very well. As a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman. And...
I know Molly.
Oh, well, there you go.
very well. Please note this when deciding whether or
Ibanez.
not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Notebook is the detective's best friend. Here you will gather vital information about the case, suspects, or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook and read the translated version in your language. Okay. Who was the bunny, Lewis? Lewis Hayworth. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend. Okay, the moment he's my landlord, it's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he helps me whenever I ask. Okay. Cool. Anything else in here?
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Okay, how do we get out of here? Oh, that shows me everything on here. Okay.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Anything I miss? Nope.
Thank you again, Mr. Feather.
Don't mention it.
I'm sorry, I
Sorry.
don't smoke.
Thought so. Maybe I'm just...
I'm just trying to figure out how to leave. Not much. So basically the story so far is that, what is it, the cat, what's her name? I forgot her name already. Natasha Katzenko is getting, basically threats. And she's also dating a mob boss, or a gangster. So we're going to try to figure it out what's going on without alerting him. I believe that's what's going on. So how do we get out of here? It doesn't seem like talking is going to do too much more.
Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man, I totally get you. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
I know Molly.
So we need to get to the Tsar Club, but I'm not exactly sure how to leave the office, unfortunately.
Just a bunch of you.
Okay. Sorry I'm skipping around, I just don't want to wait for everything to play out. Is there another option with her?
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Gotta love the chicken jokes. Alright. Why? Why can't I leave? I don't imagine I'm gonna get anything by talking
Just
to
a
her
phone
again.
call, and a good friend of mine can take you home.
Thank you, son.
Oh, my sister call. Yeah, I tried the door in the window. That's the bedroom, and that's just him looking out at the city. So wait, it probably wants me to call the friend. So if I go to people, what's his number? 555-932. That's what I need to do. All right, I got it. There we go.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Wow, steak.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
There we go.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Main scenes, limited scenes, and closed scenes. Okay. Okay, so main scenes are move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up or close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move on to the next main scene. Closed scenes can't be reached for the time being. Okay. Pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Okay. So it looks like I have to pick Clawville. Yeah, that's really good.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music.
That would be his
A
ex-wife.
glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity.
You're welcome.
While others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Porcupine. Squad car. Police crest.
Did you miss me? No? Same here.
Yeah, they have paws. Everyone else has hands. You're right.
Phyllis and Roy's.
Hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious
I don't know.
little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny.
Such a deep voice.
Stretching out over here. I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
I don't know.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that. Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Probably nothing more to say to them.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
That's great.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police. Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Alright. I think we got everything. Yeah, let's go in.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
I fully expect a big cop. And if not, I will be upset. Is that a hummingbird?
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird.
Yep.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
Yeah.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
I don't think we're going to see any fishmen.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Mort Marty.
She could have been a secretary bird.
Notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty sure that's a hummingbird, though. Actually, I don't know what a secretary bird looks like. To Google real quick. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose game audio. I think they're more like cranes, aren't they? Oh no, ooh, they look fucking weird. What's the best way for me to show stream? There's not a good way to do it. Not quickly, at least. Try one last thing, and I'm gonna get back to the game. Oh, it might work. Oh, there we go. That's huge. That's Secretary Bird. All right. Back to the game. We have I think is that a monitor lizard?
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
That lizard has a beard.
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone
I think you're right.
on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you? Wow.
He's a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, or
I love how seriously it's taking itself.
for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon. Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged.
It's a terrier.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
Yeah. He's grabbing the suspenders for impact.
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Another fucking cougar. Anyways.
Officer Jardine.
Oh, we can't talk with him. Oh, it sucks.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Do another once through.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross, and probably toxic.
Oh, the bulldog, you're right.
One of Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course.
The city
All
crest.
it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good. This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
I just realized he's got a bullet hole up here. Huh.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that. Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
Start, get a hint, leave the shooting range. Like, what's the hint? Aim your gun at enemies and avoid shooting the hostages. Okay. Shooting at enemies increases your points in the remaining time. Letting hostages does the opposite. You need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the Western, but even faster. Alright. Oh, let's reload. Oh, it's right click. Okay. Well, that'll take me another go. God damn it. I'm definitely trying that again. Yeah, we can beat that. Bok, they got a Glock. You're right. Yeah, we're beating that top score. Oh, no, we're not. Can we just retry? I'll do it again. Wait, no, 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 no. Got it. Ah, I keep shooting civilians. I wish there was a way to just like try again, other than me shooting babies. All right, I'm gonna try to be less trigger happy. I'm fine with rude jokes. I know you're probably not. Not this time. Fuck. I got lucky there. Ah, no. I think I still beat his score. Maybe it's 10,000. I keep getting time as long as I'm not shooting innocent people. So, theoretically, I can win this. I think we've beaten his score by now. I'm just gonna keep going though. Hey, I did it. Yeah, there's so much effort into shooting a minigame that has me worried it's an actual mechanic. Oh yeah, I'm shooting real babies here eventually. You're gonna cross the line? Okay. Marty's guns.
Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week, but once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Alright, I will leave you here to look at these guns while I take a quick break. I only take breaks, I only run ad breaks just because it keeps pre-roll ads, so if you didn't see pre-roll ads when you came to watch, it's because I ran an ad earlier. You won't miss any content, and it just gives me like a 3-minute break. So, I'll see you then. All right, thanks for being patient. I'm back. Let's go. What else is in here? Keep your gun clean, lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
All right, that's officially furry stuff now. Oh, that's the shooting range again. I guess I didn't actually. Oop. Well, fuck. I guess I actually didn't pick. Talk to him. I did shooting practice.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost?
Well, I'll look at it when I go back to it.
PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Isn't he the one that got shot?
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember?
Okay.
I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
Wow.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
I'm so happy we looked at the guns first.
That's what I want to hear.
All right, we'll go look at the note.
Bye, Mandy. See you soon.
Was that the revolver? I think Susie was the... I don't know.
You a bit lonely these days?
I thought it was a 9mm, but I could be wrong.
You're one to talk. I've heard you muttering to her.
What, me? To a poster? Don't be silly.
You know, the broad in the picture
Was. Why?
Oh,
what
oops.
happened to her?
She shot herself while cleaning her gun.
Oof.
What a waste.
Hey, if you let the ammunition boxes... If you left the ammunition boxes open again, I'll kick your clucking ass, Marty. That's what the note says. It is a pretty good note. Anything else to say to him?
What about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
Great.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police, Marty, better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
Okay. Oh, I like that the ones we haven't met yet are just drawings. And then when we meet them, they'll probably become full portraits, because we've seen all of these people before. That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it quite a bit.
Still drink coffee? Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course.
It does feel like furry bait, but it also doesn't. Because it's like, they're not like anthropomorphic animals. They're literally just people with fucking animal heads. So I don't know. I don't think it's like truly furry stuff.
What do you think?
It's kind of funny. What do you
Oh,
think?
a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
Steak, someone is into everything anywhere on the internet. Hotline Miami. Yeah, it pretty much is.
If it comes to that, I'm leaving
Man,
you.
I love Hotline Miami. I don't think I finished the second game. I need to go back and finish that at some point.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Oh, it's a good game.
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells too. What the
Uh-oh.
furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Blood Boil better be a bloodhound. I will be upset if he's not.
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Well, this guy back here is a terrier.
Sort of.
Unless he's like back here somewhere and I just missed him. Oh, he is right there. Yes, I'm happy.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Oh, yeah, he's an asshole.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
The finger pointing out looks really weird.
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you...
With their chickens.
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
That's great. Lore drop siren. Yep. Whole thing's been a lore drop so far.
Can't avoid speaking with the chief first.
Didn't we?
It would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
Okay. Oh, Bosco's chief, isn't he?
I see you're swamped, buddy.
Oh no, Marty.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you? Are you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
Is he
That's true, pal.
cold-blooded
Protect
killer?
and
Oof.
Get a room, you two.
serve. Ah, shut up, Marty.
New function, ask. Ask Hot Dog, Hobart Ibn Wesler, Clawville PD. I assume I can ask all of these. So,
What have you heard about the Hop Dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
so bad things are going on in Hot Dog.
What do you know about Ibn Wesler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh?
Hamtaro!
That's interesting. Thanks.
If that's not a hamster, I'm gonna fucking riot.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Pig is also, yeah.
Whoa, 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 you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wesler? What the hell?
Oh yeah, he didn't know.
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
If I already told you, it's a pleasure working with you again.
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
I love how much they hate each other. It's great.
I see
Oh.
blood boils here. We're in deep guano for sure, Marty.
Isn't it your lucky day, huh? Are you thinking about some stupid shit again?
We? Excuse me, sir, but what do you mean?
Great wilderness. Just keep a low profile, will you? It's New Year's Eve. We have enough dangerous lunatics running around already.
Don't worry, Chowhound. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, of course you do. That's what I'm afraid of.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
They keep bringing up his retirement. This bird's dead. There's no way he makes it to the end.
120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time.
Three days to retirement. You only have 3 days to retirement. So unless we skip forward like several months, or I guess, yeah, a few months, that probably isn't gonna happen, but you know. That's all I wanted from Bosco. Did they want us to talk to the chief again?
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And
Okay, I didn't think so.
Need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
We'll talk to Monica one last
We're
time.
leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay. But take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, now we can probably go. Alright. What are our options? This one's a limited one. Hotel Atlas. That's where I live. The hot dog. Let's do these limited ones because they might go away.
Yeesh. My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
I like Marty a lot.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An Impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Wait, she was a car? Wait, why do you think she was a car? Is it an exotic animal? The bitter old dog. Impala, isn't Impala a deer? That actually might be what she is. Yeah, isn't it actually named after, hang on. We're just gonna Google animals tonight, that's all we're doing. Yeah, an Impala is like an antelope. Yeah.
True. Except for Monica.
You were making a funny, okay.
Monica is a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Okay.
Now let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
Alright, there's not much to do here then.
When was the last time I was here?
I think all we can do here is talk to Marty.
Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
Have you been there before?
Ask him about the Czar Club.
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored, or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye. Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure. So the Czar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah, if you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Is Sinclair the name of his magnum?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah, and so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul, and it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Alright. I think that's pretty much all we can do here.
So, am I staring quietly enough?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole.
Alright. Let's go check out the dog place real quick. And then we're going to move forward with the story.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Oh, it's a fly man.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Yep.
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard.
Yeah, there might be fishmen.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
If there are fish people, I really hope that they have to have like a reverse like scuba suit on.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be. Hey, pal.
Alright, I love that. He's got 4 arms and his guitar has 2 necks. That's fucking great.
Can you hear me?
Well, he doesn't want to interact.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Did this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
What else is here? The Hive.
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the hop dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
Alright, we gotta meet Zip.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable. Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
I love how they're dicking the shit out of each other.
A natural-born genius.
Yeah, right.
We don't serve bugs here.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Oof.
Wait, what? Why?
Yep.
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
That is a very good question.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
He's a raccoon. All right.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
I think it's really weird that, like, Zip has human hands, but he's got, like, fingernails that look like raccoon claws.
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Fish racing clubs. Are fish like horses? Or is it like dog racing? Like fish racing. Okay. And yeah, the raccoon looks like shit. We need to go like now. Yeah, hopefully it is a place we can go.
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
You son of a bitch. I'm in. Alright, what else is around here before we talk to him again? Jukebox. Not all cops are pigs. I think calling it now, the favors to get rid of the fly out front. I hope not. I think he might be right, but I hope not. For a handful of feathers, dead fly tell no tales, get a bite of me, baby. My city is on fire. Shadow of a doubt, not all cops are pigs. We gotta pick that one, right? Oh, can we not actually pick them? Oh, I gotta push the button. Obviously. What about these ones that are unlabeled? Nothing. Go back to this one.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
Fly with me, baby.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
The otter back here. Oh, it's Doodles. Buck the king.
Inside. Well, that's a good question, pal.
Where all the colors go. Menu.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Apparently it is.
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions? You.
Oh, I skipped something.
Daring.
Wait.
Ooh, a nice pan.
I'd rather have somebody pull my beak off.
There we go. There's a backup button. Every game needs this.
You used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird.
Anything else?
Ooh, maybe a peanut souffle with faux meat.
Oh, stop it, Marty, before I get sick.
Ugh, you're just a boring old man.
I'd rather be boring than dead. I wouldn't eat here if my life depended on it.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Yeah, these characters are great. I'm getting really like Sam and Max themes, or like vibes at least for the two of them. It's really good. Let's ask about Czar Club.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That Ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, Furball.
Ha!
So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, eh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Alright. I think we've exhausted everything we can do here. Let's just double check. Almost ham and tomato. I'm gonna try talking with the fly guy one more time.
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Or he doesn't want to.
That's also very likely.
Yep. Alright. Let's go to Czar Club. Get into the meat of this.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha.
I think so.
Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for this.
That is the 20s. I'm not sure.
Inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
30s, I guess, would make sense.
Ah, so this is the famous Czar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Oh, hey, Lewis is here.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
The fuck is this guy?
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Okay, it's probably good then.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
It is a goat.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before.
Could be. He'd be a ram, but yeah.
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Questions. What's your name? Damn it.
Look, I really don't want any trouble.
It's a fake badge.
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. And thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
All right. We're probably not getting in through him.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. Huh. You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Oh, it's a lineup.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering. Like the rhino...
Yeah, I want to take a look at it once they're done.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or...
Oh, I can do autoplay.
A lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Yeah, it looks like a pigeon, a seal, a rhino, and maybe is that like a ocelot? Oh, I can talk to Lewis. Let's do that.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner, but I'm sure you already know.
Oh, you think it had horns? Okay.
No idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal. That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Alright, I fucking love Marty. He's great.
Huh. I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I assume so. I guess we keep talking with the bouncer. I don't see another way in.
Just one more thing. This list of yours. Where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal. Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
Yeah, apparently not.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny. Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Oh, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Where else we can go?
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
Naturellement, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
It would be really funny if Lewis is actually a villain.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real. So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
We'll talk to the ferret man. Actually, that's a ferret woman. She might actually be a mink. We'll find out. That's an alpaca.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
That's a lynx. A bobcat, even.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Oh no, cougar. They're all pretty similar, aren't they? Mountain lion and a puma are the same thing.
Oh, I know this fox.
Lynx and a bobcat are the same
He
thing.
was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it. Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case. And
Hey, Marty?
what?
That's pretty much what's going on here.
Shit.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
What else we got? This last one.
Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius.
You hit the last
Seen
one.
Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Huh, no shit. I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what?
What the fuck? What's a butt jam?
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
What is it, butt jam?
Nothing, old fart.
All right then. Oh shit. That's a squirrel. This is a hawk, right?
Hey, there's Filmar.
Who?
Falcon.
Oh,
He's a
yes.
falcon.
Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases
Yeah.
together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Checking something real quick. All right. I'm going to take another quick break. I'll see you again in just a few minutes. I'm running ads again because ads keep pre-rolls off of my channel. So that means more people coming in don't have to watch ads. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to wait for the ads to finish before I start playing again. So get up and go get a drink. And let's take some money from Jeff Bezos. All right, I'm back. Let's talk to the Falcon, huh?
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the future.
Future D&D characters.
By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
An Aarakocra turkey would be very fun to play.
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Probably should have been paying attention.
Just one more thing, Philmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
Welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
Alright, let's talk to the stallion.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now.
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah, well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections.
Hmm.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Poor guy.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Wow.
My name is not Bojack. Yeah, I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack. Tell me, Hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir, but she's coming.
I think she already came out.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Squirrel.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Oh, they're right there. Oh, that's Ibn Wexler. And then I don't know who that is, but...
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken. Sir, I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall.
Okay, tell him everything.
Paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired.
I suppose so.
Excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
All right.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, Detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, Detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, Detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Alright, I guess we're gonna question him now.
Wessler is a tricky guy.
This front view looks so fucking weird to me.
So I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet. How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why'd you just call the police? Because he's the fucking mob boss. You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do? I'm not sure which one's better. He definitely wouldn't call the police because, you know, his profession. But I was asking who he's up to. Probably not a good thing to ask. I think of the options, the first one's probably the more likely to not piss him off.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Ooh, that hurt. We're probably gonna have to redo this one. Do you think really think we're that stupid? He's just gonna say yes. Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend? That sounds like the better thing to ask.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Okay, he went back up from that. So we don't want to be too forward and just go out and go, what was going on? But we need to figure out by asking like tangential questions. So I noticed that like one of these are animated, which is just kind of like, is it just because, oh, it was the last one I was over. Oh, okay. Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? Are you and Natasha close? Don't you find these messages dangerous? Do you spend a lot of your time here? Well, that one doesn't really matter. This is none of my business. Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? That seems like the best question.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, Threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans. Psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Again, his personal life, none of my business. You think one of her fans is the culprit? Start talking straight, Wesley. There's no point in wasting each other's time. I think it's probably this one.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style.
I hope we meet
I can't
Hamtaro.
think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Okay, we're gaining trust with him. That's good. Will you be willing to testify at the station? Awful question. Have there been similar threats in the past? We kind of already asked that. The mob boss, the Pussycat. How'd you even meet? Nope, terrible. So it's the first one.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Okay, we went back down. So that wasn't the right answer. Testifying at the station sounds awful. I don't think he'll want to go into the station. He's a mob boss. Him squealing to the cops, not good. So that means this is our only other option. So let's ask how they met, I guess.
Boss and the Pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
This seems like a bad question, but
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend? So Natasha feels like she's in great danger, yet is still going out alone. This is asking the same question, but 2 different ways. This one seems a little bit more rude. Maybe the first one.
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, eh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her, alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not.
Oh, that wasn't the right one. Okay.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
I think we did okay. Probably got 4 out of 5. But if, yeah, we didn't do that great. No, 4 out of 5. I feel like retrying just to get 5 out of 5. I'm just not entirely sure what I would do differently. Other than, like, avoid some of the dead ends there. I kind of want to give it one more shot.
Wessler is a tricky guy. How did you...
Honestly...
We'll skip through it, because we already heard most of this.
I'm sorry to hear...
We didn't ask him what he does. But we did lose on this first one, I think. So let's ask him, what do you do?
I'm a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans,
Okay, we missed something there.
Talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
Okay. Yeah, this gives us completely different lines here. So, is this place yours? Which we know it's not. How are your alibis, Mr. Wessler? Which just seems like we're accusing him, which I don't think he's actually involved. You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler. Though I've heard you're quite the speaker. I like the third one, maybe.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler. Though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that.
Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secret.
I don't know if there was a way through that didn't trigger that. We'll hit the ones we already know that are good.
I've noticed.
I don't know that any of these are good again. Like, it feels like a lot of these are lose-lose. Because we asked this last time, and I think we got pinged. Maybe
Stop
we'll hit...
talking straight, Wessler. There's no point in wasting each other's time.
We can retry, so...
And there's no point in spoiling my mood, is there? Olivia will show you out, but if you insist, yeah.
Wow.
Indeed, Mr. Wessler.
Don't be so cocky, copper.
It's gonna be a huge negative. Yep. Yeah, I knew that wasn't a good answer. Here, let's just burn it.
Between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, we can try pissing him off. We're sure as fuck not getting 5 stars.
Until you know. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Oh, maybe it was the right call to piss him off. Let's just piss him off by asking him to testify.
Would you be willing to testify at the station?
You're joking, right?
Maybe I can get you an invitation. Believe me, you'd love it. The coffee's good, but the chairs are kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have a peculiar sense of humor. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I don't think we can, Here, I know this is a bad answer as well.
As I've told
Are you?
I never said...
I suppose. So, Natasha?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so...
It's gonna be like 1 or 2 stars. Yeah.
Wessler is a trick. How did you...
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
Alright. This wasn't that bad, was it? No, that wasn't bad. Let's do...
Is this place yours?
That's not very good.
You're very...
I guess it was this one.
Wessler is tougher.
-10 again. Let's see. You spend a lot of your time here.
A lot of your time here.
It's a strange question, you know.
Humor me.
Of course I spend a lot of time here. I'm here every time Natasha performs. Sadly, yeah, it's getting rarer.
Is it compatible with your other businesses?
Huh? What? Writing threatening messages and hiding them?
I didn't say that.
You're sly for a foul, Featherland. But this ain't your territory, is it?
I guess not, Mr. Wessler.
We gained on that one.
Business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Eh, depends on which one.
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion, bribing cops, contraband, the usual.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you. Eh, gambling has always been a good business. Luck is expensive around here.
Damn, if only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal.
And I've heard you're not on the force at the moment.
Then it seems we have a fair fight.
On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long, if I were you.
That was candid.
Yeah, I try to be clear.
Not bad. This one's a better one.
Right?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you?
I rarely hear.
So,
No, it would make...
yeah.
Ibn is quick-tempered. The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? Do you live in the same house? So Natasha feels like...
Oh, we're only getting 4 each time.
Wessler is a tricky...
I do want to get it. Fuck, I've done this enough times. I just want to get it to this point.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
All right. Ask him what he does. I don't think we can come back. I think once we leave here, we're on to the next thing. This is a story point. We never asked him who his alibis are. Right, but there's got to be a way to 5-star it. It wouldn't be an option if it wasn't.
How are your alibis, Mr. Wessler?
This is such a bad question.
Suspect? That was fast. But thank you for asking. They're solid. Just ask Olivia. She can enlighten you in this matter too, if you're curious.
No need. And no, you're not a suspect. Yet. No more than everyone else in Clawville.
That's, reassuring.
Wessler is tougher than I thought.
I don't think that was that bad.
It's time to...
Yeah, that was good. He went up. Okay, so that was the right call there. I thought that was an awful call the first time going through. Okay. So, asking about similar things in his past is good. Do you think one of her fans is the culprit will just go bad? Yeah. Is everything alright between you and Natasha?
Is everything alright between you and Natasha? Ibn is quick-tempered.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
The mob boss? Do you live in the same... So Natasha feels...
There you go. There we go. Took enough tries.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know.
Here. I feel like I should get rid of my camera because you can't see who's over on the left, I realized. Maybe I'll shrink it down. Oh, well, that's going to get paused just for a second. There, and I'm really tiny. Perfect. Oh, well, fuck. There are occasionally flashes of color. The only thing that was colored before was the flyer for this place.
My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just give us
I think she's like cursed furry bait. Like when the whole head of the cat is just a realistic cat.
Chloe's still lying in my bed. And it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Oof.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Mole people are always real. Yeah, it got a little weird. Yeah, it got a little weird. Fuck.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yeah, okay, you might be right.
I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
What else is in here? Chandelier.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's
he's falling hard.
charming. Thank you, detective.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
Alright, we might as well talk.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Alright, time for the questions.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes.
This front on view looks so fucking weird. Alright.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
This place is very elegant, and so's your room. Wow. The picture on the wall is quite daring. We've actually already said that.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Yep.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
Well, you tell me.
I think one of your admirers might be behind the threats.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
It's probably not a good answer.
I see.
Oh, it was good. Okay. Asking why she didn't come to me directly. I understand. Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats? That's very direct and to the point. This whole case stinks. What are you trying to make me do? Not great. I'm guessing 1 or 2. 2 seems like the more like I'm trying to get shit done.
Material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know. What was in those threats?
I feel like I did pretty good.
Exactly.
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
you really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
All right, we're doing good. No one's seen the culprit, not even a shadow. What about Filmar? Is he here because of you? Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you two? I suggest you lie low. That doesn't get me anywhere. I don't think. I think maybe this one.
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Not what I was going for.
Interracial relationship has risk, but yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more.
I meant the fact that he's more, you know, a mob boss.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are.
Damn it.
We are.
That's not what I thought the question was going to be about.
If you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no.
Oh, it might actually be the right one.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well...
Okay, Steak, you're right.
That's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around if you don't mind.
As you wish, Sonny.
Fuck that one up.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well...
Just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Ooh, that was a big hit.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Huh.
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes?
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as
I'm not sure how well I did now.
Money's not an issue.
Not great. Not awful. God damn it. Here's the next hour of me retrying this shit.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit.
Good thing we can just skip through most of this. Well, let's pick the options we didn't pick.
The place is very elegant.
I went up. My thing is, I bet they all go up, but some go up more than others.
What can you tell me about Ibn West?
We didn't do this one.
You should be more specific. What do you want to know?
Yeah, here we go. Well, we lost, but we might get more information. How did you meet Ibn, if I'm not too intrusive? How much do you know about Ibn's business dealings? Don't you think this is a cliched formula, the bimbo and the mob boss? Wow, that's gonna tank.
How did you meet Ibn, if I'm not too intrusive?
Of course you're intrusive, but I guess that's an occupational hazard.
Well, yes.
I was a dancer here in the club, in Anita Jenkins' chorus. When she was in a good mood and allowed it, sometimes I even did her vocals for her, although she thought I was an upstart little whore.
How does Ibn treat you nowadays? If Ibn has anything to do with it. More of a comment. Do you see a correlation between your partner's activity and the threats?
Don't you see a correlation between your partner's activity and the threats?
That's a disappointing cop-like.
Yeah, I figured.
I am a cop.
Yes, but you're different. You're too rough on the outside and too vulnerable on the inside for a regular cop.
Am I that transparent?
A little bit. My eyesight's better than most.
Seriously, Natasha, don't you worry about the possibility of a connection?
Of course I worry about it. I'm not stupid. Those who are clever learn to fear. I learned at a young age, before I even had the chance to live.
Gee, well, thank you for your honesty. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. What was in those threats?
Okay. We did dangerous relationship. Let's do...
No one's ever
if anyone's
seen
seen the culprit.
Not even a shadow.
That's one of the most curious things. Ibn has men everywhere, literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley, but no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and he's the most dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe?
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
Never. I'm afraid I'd learn too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like everyone else in the city.
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Well, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
Dark shadow from the past, an ex-lover, a husband, maybe. So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect? Well, she knew she would, do something about it. Let's try the first
one. A dark shadow from the past, an ex-lover, a husband, maybe.
I'm surprised you asked that just now.
Well, I have my habits. Some call my methods peculiar.
What a curious way to put it.
I'm a curious kind of fellow. So?
I've never been married, and I don't really have any serious relationship before Hobart.
A more dangerous, not serious relationship, maybe?
I've never been with anyone long enough for them to hate me.
Love is just another face of hate.
So is hate a face of love then?
I guess. Were you on the run?
No, Mr. Featherland. I came to Clawville with a clean slate, and I'd like to believe it will stay that way.
You mean as the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler, the biggest mob boss in Clawville? Yeah, good luck with that. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least...
We're pretty high this time.
Let's stop beating about the bush.
We picked this one last time. I just want to see what's in here.
Me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
I think that was better. Yeah, we got it. That wasn't so bad.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Ah, this is the weekend house.
Is Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye.
They're really fast and loose with the animal parts that that they get. Yeah.
Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins.
Russian Tsar.
I come from the eastern Tsardom of Stavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves. And whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
I also realized that Sonny is technically a private dick and also a cock. Never Ibanez.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Deborah.
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one. May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way? Yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny, but if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah, you're a real angel. Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it.
Alright, I don't think there's anything left to do here.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Alright.
Well?
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Well, I think it's probably time to get out of here then, huh? We can't leave yet. Guess we do speak to Olivia.
How can I help you, gentlemen?
Maybe.
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
You don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
That's fast.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Still can't leave yet. Let me talk to Philmar some more.
Have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Oh, that's fucking great. Alright, we gotta see this. Is it this key? No. What is it? Oh, these numbers.
Stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped into it, didn't we?
Their names and phone numbers.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Philmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
I fucking love Marty. He's great. Alright, now we can go. We can go back to the hop dog. Yeah, me too. He won't miss this time. I don't know if there's anything new to do here.
A nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on.
If he forgave us for wrecking his...
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble, so...
I hope you're right, old bird.
Oh, were we supposed to question him and we just didn't do it right, or what?
Jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems, until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're out of here.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal. And you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Hey, there's a seagull man now.
Damn it, what's the Scribbler doing here?
Sniffing some juicy story.
Scribbler. Oh, he must be a journalist.
A great big left hook.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
I can understand that.
Alright, we gotta talk to him now.
Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys. What a pleasure to see you.
Oh, I get the punch in the face thing now.
No, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink stain, am I right?
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working. We're just having a little fun, that's all.
I'm not buying that, boys.
You'll have to, Tim.
We'll see about that.
Timothy the fucking seagull.
Look what we found, Zip.
Furry hell. Who'd you beat to death for that?
Beat to death? Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
We also ran into Filmar.
Filmar? Who's that?
A grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe. Now he goes by Filmar Lowe.
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? Yeah, I'm almost not surprised. The old guy has a reputation of being indestructible, huh?
He is. And he gave us something that could mean something.
So he's got the dumbest, like, witness protection name of all time. So his name was Phil Marlowe, and now his name is Filmar Lowe. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay.
Look at this, Zip.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party?
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
Write that down. Write what down? The Filmar Lowe thing? What's a good name?
We spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip, but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Alright, sleepies are starting to hit me. I think this is probably a good spot to call it for tonight. I am enjoying this game immensely, and I will probably pick it up again this weekend. Probably Saturday at 8 again. I'll pick this back up. I'm having a lot of fun with this. But for now, I think we're done. So, thanks for hanging out. I enjoyed having you all in chat and watching along with. It's a good game. If you are interested in getting this game for yourself, it is currently on the Humble Bundle Choice Bundle, which is only like I think $13 a month, maybe 15. And you get this and a bunch of other games. So if you're interested, give it a look. Anyways, thanks again. I will see you next time.